Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the numbers for Latavius Murray last time out. 14 carries, 57 yards.
And how about that momentum run right there? Personally, what I do is I get right back to the line of scrimmage and come right back at them before they get settled. He's locked in a little bit now. I'll guarantee he wants the ball again.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Ryan Shazier coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball in the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
The play fake to Murray. Now it's Bradford. Going deep for Diggs. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. 2nd down following the run. Again, it's Murray. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And this is going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every...
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down.
Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford's lost it. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between...
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So Sam Bradford forced to leave this ball game, and they'll hand the duties over to the former Houston Cougar. It's Case Keenum. They run with Murray, and able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week. Up over 100 and a touchdown. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The numbers for Diggs from a week ago. 6 catches, 112 yards.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards. And not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
On 1st down, Murray. And some room to work. Latavius Murray. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Murray's got his first touchdown as a member of the Vikings, signed from Oakland, of course, as the replacement for Adrian Peterson. He had 12 touchdowns as a Raider a year ago.
I thought he had a nice run in Oakland. I mean, they relied on him to be their lead runner. Big shoes to fill now in Minnesota because of who he's replacing in that spot. But they realize what they've got. A guy who can run inside, outside, and catch the ball in the backfield.
And because of who he's replacing and those big shoes to fill, is that daunting or is that a challenge that you want to accept?
I think it's a big challenge for him. And the way that they construct the offense.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go with Murray again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 18. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. An update now from down in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. Joe Flacco leading them up tonight. Green Bay, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before that. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Vikings on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was.
And now out comes Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right?
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. So Sam Bradford forced to leave this ball game, and they'll hand the duties over to the former Houston Cougar. It's Case Keenum. That was 2nd down run for Murray, and he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control.
Forbath to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Space to maneuver at the 40. Latavius Murray, 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per...
And an update now from down in Baltimore. And the Ravens have opened things.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran James Harrison. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Keenum going to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. Got a man, it's right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And here he'll be brought down a little shot
really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit. You can gain some significant.
Now Keenum. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put it.
Desperation time for Keenum on fourth. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. And now out comes Minnesota. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. The Vikings on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go. Green 39.
Working from the gun, Keenum. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead it's scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a win here in their home opener as they move